Alright. Episode 4, The Beauty and the Scar. Good topic today, especially for me. Or my number 4 episode, Beauty and the Scar. Here we go. Alright, so thank you for everybody who's been giving me feedback. It definitely means a lot. I get a lot of new ideas, a lot of things that I didn't think about before that people want to hear. And I've gotten responses from everybody, from my ex students, from family, from friends, on different topics, and they're all good topics. And if you comment on it, I'm definitely gonna make a video about it. It's just a matter of my pacing. It's a matter of kind of like my overall goal with it. But definitely I'll talk about it. Again, I go back to my old videos and I watch how the views are increasing, and it just makes me real happy because I know at least I'm targeting some audience, and there's people that are really taking a listen to what I'm saying and understanding where I'm coming from with it. Obviously you're gonna have people that you know they're not gonna get why I'm doing these videos. And if you stick around, if you follow me, if you watch all 100 episodes and you track the progress, by the end of the 100 episodes, I'm gonna tell you exactly why I did this and why I'm doing this. It's more than I can explain in one video. So but that's coming up. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy just the whole series. So just keep watching. Anyways, the topic of today is the beauty in a scar. Okay, and it's very personal to me because for a long time, more than I can admit to some, for a long time, I was very, I guess, ashamed of myself, of my face. So, I have scars on my face, and for a long time, even when I was little, it really bugged me. It really, deep inside, it bugged me. And I was just embarrassed about them, and they all tell a story. And, I'll make a video about that as well. But more importantly is I was just embarrassed about them. And when I was growing up, some of the people who I thought were my friends then, shout out to those people. Hell no. They just embarrassed me, and they made fun of me for that, and they had names for me, and for that they took a laugh about it. They never knew how I felt about it. They probably didn't care. I mean, we were young or whatever, but they didn't care how I felt about it. And I don't know if they did it because of us being young, but everything they told me and called me names, they really, really affected me. And I'm not gonna badmouth any of those people, and I'm not even gonna mention them by name. But I still remember. Like I said, I want to keep things positive, and I'm not gonna I'm gonna use that to teach people that words do. I mean, you tell somebody something about about a little flaw that they have, and it sticks with them because you don't understand how much they think of those flaws. I look at in the mirror, and I remember, I still remember to this day the things that they would tell me, and it affected me until I realized that it wasn't even worth it anymore. It wasn't even worth it anymore for me to keep beating myself over it. About my issues, my flaws, and I know people can relate to that because people have things about themselves that they're embarrassed about, whether it's your weight, whether it's the way you look, your eyes, your nose, your ears. People have things that they're embarrassed about that they're not willing to admit to somebody else. But you look in the mirror and you notice those things on an everyday basis. Even if you're married, even if you have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever, you still embarrassed sometimes about those things. Other scars or stretch marks. I know stretch marks for sure because people have you know have for a long time been very embarrassed about them. And all I can tell you is, anybody, if you have to hide them from somebody, then maybe you shouldn't be with that person, because that's you now. Every scar tells a story. Every scar tells a story. The stretch marks, each stretch mark tells a story. You know why you're like that. And a lot of the times, when and I don't know about this because I don't have kids, but when girls give birth and stuff like that, they end up with stretch marks, and they feel embarrassed about them. They hide them. They try, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't, because without them, you wouldn't have your beautiful kids. If you're overweight after birth and all that, if you have that because you had kids, what better blessing? What better blessing than your kids? And anybody that you feel embarrassed about, and they don't know why you have stretch marks in your stomach. I mean, I don't get it. Shoot, I wish I had a girl who had stretch marks in her stomach, and I had the blessing of having a kid. And I don't have kids, but if I did, that'd be, me as a male, that'd be the first thing that I would look at. Is, man, my wife, she has my kids. Yeah, she might not look the same like when I first met her. She might not look the same. It's obvious. I mean, your body's gonna change. It's obvious, but that's something to be proud of, and that goes for all the guys listening. Obviously younger guys, but you don't understand. But especially us older guys, if you have somebody and you don't take the time to make them feel beautiful, then I don't know, man. I don't know. And I know we can all fall into that. Not reminding our girls or our wives or whatever that they're beautiful, but they need to hear it. They do need to hear it. Sometime, not every day, but at least sometime, remind them, hey, and embrace those scars. And not only that, going back to having other things that you're embarrassed about, like big ears or a big nose, or flat chested, or not having muscles, or not having a big butt. And guys, I mean, not having a good attitude. And now you get the point. But I mean, I'm serious. I'm serious. There's beauty in all those scars. There's beauty in things that you might feel embarrassed about. And if you're a younger audience and you're watching this, pay attention to that. Pay attention to the things that you're telling somebody else, it might really affect them. About being short, about being too tall, those things that people are subconscious about, they take home with them. And I relate to it because that happens to me now. It happened to me then, not anymore, because I'm fly. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I stopped caring about it. And yeah, every now and then I think about it, and I wish I was more handsome. I wish I was, I didn't have these scars on my face. I wish I had, smaller nose, um, my ear or whatever. I know I wish all those things, but it's only when it's only when I'm being shallow. It's only when I'm trying to impress somebody that happens, and it shouldn't be like that. If they can't look at me, and I'm talking about me, if they can't look at me and say, man, that guy is handsome because of the way he is or the way he acts, then screw it. I'm impressing the wrong people. You know, um, feel proud about how you look. Feel proud about how you look. Any scar in your body, anything that you might feel embarrassed about, take pride in it and embrace it. And the people that that look down on you for that, or that make comments about it and talk smack to you about that, then get rid of those toxic people, man. They don't deserve to be around you. Because I know a lot of beautiful people that might not be the best looking people in the world, but shoot, I'd rather spend all my day with those people than walk around with a girl that looks nice and and all that. But I mean, just going forward with it, think positive about it, and embrace those scars. Find beauty in them. Find beauty because you are beautiful. And girls, this one goes out to all the girls. All the girls watching, okay? Especially all the single girls. I'm just kidding. I'm taking. Just kidding. Or not. I don't know. That depends when you're watching this video. But if you're watching this video and I'm already taken, then no more comments, no more requests. But if I'm not taken, all right. So, anyways, this one goes out to other girls. Okay, you're beautiful. However you are, if you treat somebody nice, you're beautiful. If you treat somebody with respect, you're beautiful. Okay, if you care for people and you look out after them, that makes you beautiful. In my eyes, that makes you beautiful. And if you have to wear around makeup around people and you have to do all that stuff, change people. Change them. Don't wear makeup, girl. Don't wear makeup. If you don't want to, don't wear it. If you want to and it makes you feel pretty, then do it because it makes you feel pretty. But if you don't want to, don't feel like you have to. And that's up to you, girls. I'm not, I don't know. I don't wear makeup, but that's up to you guys. But only do it when you want to, not when you feel like you have to. Okay? Find beauty in any of your flaws, and you will be much happier. You'll be much happier with yourself. And if you're much happier with yourself, then you're going to enjoy yourself a lot more. Okay? That's all I can say. And that happened to me. And that's why I make the video about it. The moment I realized and I embraced the scars in my face, everything changed for me. I felt more confident. You know, I still get rejected, but I feel more confident. I walk around more confident without having to hide myself, and and that's why I made the video. Okay, so I wanted to make this video about that, the beauty in a scar, whether it's a scar for whatever reason, it tells a story. It tells a story, and that's your story to keep. Okay, that's your story to keep. And if you feel like telling it to people, if you feel like telling me about your scar, if you feel like commenting, hey, this is how I got that scar. Tell me, I'll listen. If nobody else wants to listen to you, I'll listen. I'm interested. And that's why I'm making these videos, because I'm interested in hearing your stories. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Comment, add me on Snapchat. Find a way to get at me so that, we stay in touch. And I'm not saying I'm going to solve all your problems, but I am saying that I will listen. And I can do that. I can do that for you. So go ahead and do that. Stay tuned. Look forward to the next episodes. Watch the previous ones if you haven't watched them. Share them if you think somebody's gonna be learning something from them. If you like them, and all that, and um, find beauty in your scar. Peace.